those ethics that God gave and gives us fundamentally are the Ten Commandments. But the Ten Commandments are personal ethics. They're all what I should do, what each of us should do. But those Ten Commandments do not include what happens. It doesn't include all the rules. It
No
doesn't.
social justice.
Pardon?
No social justice.
There's no, yeah, it doesn't include social justice. It doesn't include what the king should do, what women should do, what men should do, etc., etc. It doesn't include what to do when somebody makes an evil choice as opposed to a good choice, etc. Right? So, what do you need with the ethics if somebody makes a wrong choice? You need even a group of people who are going to know those ethics and teach those ethics and how they teach those ethics. So that's not included in the Ten Commandments. So that's where justice comes in. This is where justice comes in, because justice includes taking care. The ethics are taught and the behavior is correct according to those ethics. That's what justice is supposed to do. And justice includes prevention, it includes judging those people who break ethics, and it also includes rehabilitation. So justice is not just bringing the law down, slapping people, or penalizing people. It's also showing the way and helping people overcome their breaking of the law. So this justice is actually a resume, let's say, of the law of Moses. That's what the law of Moses is. The law of Moses was the practical way to get along in society. Now, of course, the law of Moses, as it's given in Exodus, it takes place in the desert. We don't live in the desert today. At least most of us don't live in the desert. In Deuteronomy, it's the law in the land. And it includes, for instance, a lot of laws that have to do with the priesthood, because the priesthood, the Levites, had huge responsibilities with regard to teaching and judging. That was part of their roles. Most people think that all they did was, sit around in the temple and do sacrifices. No, they had to do a lot of the teaching. They did the judging. They went out if there was a law broken and they judged. So they had huge responsibilities. And that is what is included in the law of Moses. That's why God gave the law of Moses. And he says what to do if there is sexual abuse. He gives the laws to do with thievery. If somebody stole something, of taking care of animals, of taking care of slavery. It's incredible when if you look at this. But the first set of laws after the Ten Commandments, this is what's incredible. You're talking about the deepest laws in Exodus chapter 20, the Ten Commandments, and the first set of laws in the law of Moses is about slavery. It's unbelievable when you really think about it. And of course, that's one of the first things that people say. How can a God of love talk about slavery? Well, you have to understand, I'm not going to go into this right now, of course, but you have to understand what slavery is in the Bible and God's approach to slavery and the proper justice. This is the whole point here that is involved with regard to slavery, because there's it's a huge subject, and it's an important subject. So what I'm saying here, and this is the answer to your question, Katrina, is you have to have these laws of justice based on the ethics, based on obviously the Ten Commandments, in order for people to know what to do, how to do it. And it's like we have to have today rules when we drive. If we didn't if we didn't have rules when we drive, it would be just a hopeless mess. It would be an absolute mess. So that's part of the law of Moses.
Uncover the mystery of Adam and Eve's nakedness. Unravel the ambiguous connection between the Hebrew term for naked and the serpent's subtlety. Join us for this free mini-course and gain a profound new perspective on biblical Hebrew. TheExplanation.com/naked